and your lawyer said out of his own mouth that you was close to a $10 million settlement with that girl, that right there is all the more reason to shut the F up. I'm not here to speak to Shannon's guilt or innocence because I don't know, but I do know attempting to settle looks like an admission of guilt because I'm not settling.
Yeah. They want you to be embarrassed. They want you to start losing money. They want you to start doing that so they feel like that you will settle out and you'll be forced to settle out.
Clearly, he lacks it. You cannot be 54 years old hollering at a 19-year-old. That was his first mistake. So he made a poor choice. That's why he's in this situation. Nobody calls this on Shannon Sharpe except for Shannon Sharpe.
Shannon texting her.
Okay.
I want to put my tongue in your and then I want to marry you.
This is still her.
And she had begged him to not put it in her behind, but he didn't listen. And she says that she doesn't care what their history is. No means no, right?
He's whacked, though, because he deleted what he was saying. See, that's why it's whacked. Don't do that. Don't screenshot shit once you delete yours off the text thread.
In the world of sports broadcasting, few names have commanded as much attention as Shannon Sharpe. A Hall of Fame tight end, an influential commentator, and a magnetic social media personality, Sharpe has built a brand based on his unfiltered opinions and larger-than-life persona. Yet, in the past few weeks, his carefully crafted image has been overshadowed by explosive allegations, a legal battle that has sparked a media frenzy, and a sudden, unexpected departure from the country.
Now, if he really didn't do it, and this was part of his kinky thing, and it was what it was, and he didn't do it, and he's innocent, and the fact that he has to step away now, possibly losing his job, if he has bills and not having bills, because now he has no work.
What's truly going on behind the scenes, and what does this mean for his career and legacy? The unraveling of Sharpe's public life began when serious sexual assault allegations surfaced, shaking the foundations of his empire. On the surface, Sharpe's life seemed to be smooth sailing. His post-NFL career was on an upward trajectory with major endorsements, a popular podcast, and a key role at ESPN.
Somebody like Shannon Sharpe be on the phone talking like this.
They want him to be embarrassed. They want him to feel away. Because what's going to happen, he's going to be like, you know what? F all this. Let me just settle out on the side. That's what they're forcing him to do, really. Yeah.
However, behind the glitz and glamour, tensions were rising. The allegations, dating from events between 2021 and 2023, have placed Sharpe at the center of a legal and public relations storm that has yet to fully settle. The lawsuit that was filed against Sharpe contains grave accusations. Two separate individuals have come forward, alleging that Sharpe leveraged his celebrity status to coerce them into inappropriate situations during industry events.
From the outside, I can do what I want to do in my bedroom.
Yes.
Right? What I do in my bedroom is my business.
But once somebody...
And I didn't put it out. I didn't film it and put it out. If somebody secretly taped me and put it out.
These accusations involve incidents that took place in hotel rooms in Los Angeles and Miami, where the plaintiffs claim they were subjected to unwanted advances under the influence of alcohol and persuasion. What makes this situation even more complicated is the sudden timing of Sharpe's departure from the United States. According to aviation tracking services, Sharpe's private jet was seen departing from Atlanta, heading to Nassau, and eventually making its way to an undisclosed location in the Eastern Caribbean. This unexpected exit from the country has triggered intense speculation. Was it a planned retreat, or is it an attempt to escape the mounting legal pressures and media scrutiny?
Shannon Sharpe saying he's going to choke this 19-year-old girl, however old she is.
Right.
So that is enough to say, hey, you know what? You need to sit down for a while.
Sharpe's legal team has refused to confirm his whereabouts, adding to the mystery and fueling rumors. Some insiders believe Sharpe's departure is part of a calculated legal strategy designed to avoid media attention while his team works on crafting a defense. Others argue that the timing of his flight looks suspicious and raises questions about whether Sharpe is attempting to avoid facing the music. The public's reaction to Sharpe's alleged misconduct is deeply polarized. Loyal fans of Sharpe, who have admired his career as both an athlete and a commentator, are quick to defend him. They point to his philanthropic efforts, his dedication to mentoring young athletes, and his unfiltered style as qualities that have made him a beloved figure in the sports world. But others have raised red flags about Sharpe's past behavior, specifically his flirtatious and sexually charged banter on his podcasts.
Audio is just crazy because even she, if you listen closely, she had like the seductive, retarded voice on. You know what I'm saying? Where she's like,
what is seductive?
Some of these conversations, which may have once been seen as humorous or edgy, now take on a different light when viewed in the context of the allegations against him. It's easy to look at a public figure like Sharpe and want to believe the best, especially when his previous actions have been framed as lighthearted and comedic. However, the internet's memory is unforgiving. Old podcast segments, social media posts, and even text messages from Sharpe to the alleged victim have resurfaced, now viewed through a critical lens. What was once perceived as harmless banter now appears as troubling foreshadowing, making it difficult for some fans to reconcile their admiration for Sharpe with the disturbing allegations. Before the allegations broke, Sharpe was enjoying a meteoric rise in the world of sports media. His role as a rotating analyst on ESPN's First Take was just one of the many high-profile platforms where he made his mark. His podcast, Club Shay Shay, was a viral sensation, attracting millions of subscribers. But as the allegations against him have unfolded, his media partners are now facing a dilemma. ESPN, which once valued Sharpe's candid takes on sports and culture, is now reevaluating its relationship with him. Several of Sharpe's planned appearances have been put on hold indefinitely, and advertisers who once eagerly lined up to work with him are now reconsidering their association. The sports world is full of high-profile personalities who have found themselves caught in similar scandals. In the past, some have been able to recover, while others have seen their careers derailed permanently. Sharpe's situation is particularly precarious, as the nature of the accusations is extremely damaging to his reputation. The public perception of him could shift dramatically, and without the ability to defend himself publicly, his silence is only heightening the suspicion. The financial stakes in Sharpe's case are also significant. In addition to his broadcasting career, Sharpe has invested in several health and wellness startups, and his personal brand has driven significant revenue through digital platforms and sponsorships. But now, with the allegations hanging over him, several companies have already distanced themselves. One of his health and wellness investments quietly removed his image from their website, a move that sends a clear message. They want to distance themselves from the controversy. Sponsors, too, are pulling back, with beverage companies removing their advertisements from Sharpe's upcoming shows. This situation reflects a broader trend in celebrity endorsements, where brand safety and public perception have become paramount. Companies now include morals, clauses in contracts which allow them to terminate their association with celebrities once credible allegations arise. Sharpe's ventures and partnerships are now under intense scrutiny, and the financial fallout could extend far beyond his immediate media appearances. As the media frenzy around Sharpe's departure intensifies, his crisis management team has been working overtime to control the narrative. The sudden silence on his social media accounts and the retreat from public view have prompted experts to speculate that Sharpe's legal and PR teams are tightly controlling his every move. Insiders have revealed that crisis management strategist Claire Bentham, known for guiding celebrities through tumultuous situations, was seen at Sharpe's home, likely working to develop a strategy for dealing with the growing controversy. However, the damage to Sharpe's public image cannot be easily undone. His social media followers are dissecting every clue about his whereabouts, analyzing every fragment of information for hints about his next move. The situation is reminiscent of other high-profile scandals where public figures have faced intense scrutiny, and the pressure on Sharpe to navigate these waters without further damaging his reputation is immense. The questions now circulating around Sharpe's fate are numerous. Will he return to the United States to face the legal battle head-on? Will he settle the case quietly to minimize further reputational damage? Or will he attempt a dramatic comeback using a media interview or a public statement to clear his name? One thing is certain: Sharpe's departure has left the sports media landscape in disarray. Major networks like ESPN are now scrambling to adjust their programming schedules, and Sharpe's loyal fans are waiting to see how he will handle the mounting pressure. His next move could either cement his legacy or forever tarnish the image he spent decades building. The Shannon Sharpe story is far from over, and as it continues to unfold, it serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of fame and reputation. In an age where public figures are held to increasingly high standards, even a single misstep can lead to devastating consequences. Whether Sharpe can overcome the current storm, or if this marks the end of his career in the public eye, remains to be seen. What is certain, however, is that his legacy will forever be shaped by the outcome of this controversy, and the public's response will determine if he can ever reclaim the image that once made him a beloved figure in both sports and media. As Shannon Sharpe's legal troubles unfold, the broader implications for the sports media industry and public figures in general are becoming increasingly clear. The digital age has transformed how we engage with celebrities, holding them accountable in real time for their actions and words. Sharpe's case has reminded us all that in today's hyper-connected world, reputation is everything, and one misstep can change a career forever. Fans, pundits, and industry professionals alike are now left wondering what will become of Shannon Sharpe. Will his career survive this scandal, or will he join the ranks of celebrities who have seen their reputations implode under the weight of legal troubles? The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the world is watching. And Sharpe's next move will be closely scrutinized by everyone from his loyal supporters to his fiercest critics.